Mezun TV'den herkese merhaba. İstanbul'da Intercontinental Otel'den yayınımıza devam ediyoruz ve yanımda çok değerli bir konuğum var. Stephen Boyd. Kendisi University of Bridgeport'ta International Admissions Direktörü. Hi Steve.
Hi.
Welcome to our show.
Very nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
I would like to ask you first about the school in general. Where is it located? How many international students, how many total students are there in the University of Bridgeport?
Actually, many students are attracted to the University of Bridgeport because of our location.
Exactly.
We're located very close to New York City. We're in the state of Connecticut, which is a small state, about 3 million people. But we're about an hour and 15 minutes north of New York City, either by car or by train. It's very easy to get in and out of New York, and many students are attracted to UB because of our proximity to New York. So much opportunity there.
I don't blame them.
Yes, absolutely. So much opportunity. Entertainment, culture, and more importantly than anything else, academic and placement opportunities.
I know that you have a very high rate of placement for OPT and CPT after getting a degree. Is that only in engineering?
No, actually that's in a number of fields. In fact, if you examine the information that the Open Doors report provides through IIE, we have been consistently ranked among the top 10 in the nation in terms of CPT and OPT placement. Our School of Engineering has a placement rate of 96% for all students who seek an internship or a permanent position in a company in our area, or in the nation actually. Our School of Business has a 93% placement rate. It's very good. Very, very good.
Business.
Yes.
So how many students are there in total?
We're not a large school. We have about 5,400 students. Our U.S. students come from 40 different states around the country, so it's very diverse. In fact, U.S. News has ranked us as the 11th most diverse university in America. So we have about 20 to 25% international students on campus, depending upon the given semester, which translates into about 1,200 to 1,300 international students from 80 countries around the world.
So when we come to the price, everybody, or tuition cost, everybody asks, are there any scholarships? And I know you have some great opportunities for that.
We have some wonderful scholarship opportunities for qualified Turkish students. On the undergraduate level, they range from $11,000 to $17,000 per year. And these are fundamentally awarded based upon your academic performance in high school. So if a student had, for example, a 3.2 grade point average coming out of high school into university, he would be awarded an $11,000 scholarship. And as the grades improve, the scholarship award amount increases.
3.2 grade point average,
yes,
will get you $11,000. You're saying if that is the high school grade GPA, they'll get $11,000, and if it goes up,
that's right,
they can get up to $17,000.
$17,000. Our best students are able to receive $17,000 scholarship, which is good for 4 years of academic study. And as long as students make academic progress towards the completion of the degree, that will be awarded every year.
Every year. So this is not only one time.
That's right.
This will be 11 times for $44,000, which is great.
It's a significant amount.
Significant, cost cutting there for their tuition. And I know that you do not really require SAT from international students, but if their GPA is low in high school, can they get SAT and still be awarded for the academic scholarship?
That's right. I mean, the SAT is not required of our international applicants. We do require it of our domestic students. If international applicants do take the SAT, we welcome them to submit their test score, because if their score is particularly high, that could be an influential factor in the awarding of the academic scholarship, even though their grade point average may be a bit lower.
Now, we talked about the scholarship. How much is a tuition for undergraduate degree in total, 1 year?
1 year tuition fee means 2 semesters is about $32,000.
$32,000.
So for example, if a student is awarded a $17,000 academic scholarship, that's over a 50% discount in their cost. So good students are given the merit that they deserve in terms of financial reward.
More than 50%.
That's right.
A scholarship. How much is an annual living expense for 2 semesters, actually, I should say?
It's about a little over $14,000 a year. That means living on campus in one of our 6 dormitories and receiving complete food service at our various restaurants across campus. The price is quite competitive in terms of if as you compare it to living off campus. In fact, we think it's a better bargain to live on campus.
Really?
And pay that price than live off campus in an area in the northeast part of the U.S., which is a little bit higher priced.
Normally, it's not always the case. You know, everybody thinks that living on campus will be more expensive, but in this case, you're saying yes. $15,000 will cover everything, including meals and boarding and everything included. And if a person receives $17,000 tuition, we're talking about $33,000 minus 17. We're talking about around $15,000 tuition, and on top of that, total 15. So total $30,000 a year will include everything. That's right. Yeah. How about the price for graduate?
Well, graduate students are going to pay approximately $17,000 in terms of tuition fees for the cost of 1 year, meaning 2 semesters, and a total cost of approximately $33,000 a year.
How about scholarships in the graduate program? Do you have any on this?
We do. We have scholarship programs which are available for applicants and enrolled students in the School of Business, the School of Engineering, and the College of Public and International Affairs. They range from $3,000 to $6,000 for the first year of studies. And again, primarily based upon their undergraduate grades coming out of university.
This time,
that's right.
The previous degree, which is undergraduate.
That's right.
Is there a GPA around? Like you
Again, it's similar. The first scholarship of $3,000 will be awarded for someone who has a grade point average of 3.2. Okay. And it goes on up from there up to $6,000. Now, this is good only for the first year of studies. Some people say, well, why don't you give it for 2 years? The reason is because we are very successful in aiding our students in obtaining either an assistantship on campus or an internship in a local company, which can help to finance their graduate studies as graduate students. It's important to remember that one of the reasons that we're so successful in placement is our location close to New York City. From just south of New York, in New Jersey, up to Boston, there are 100 of the Fortune 500 companies in America.
Amazing.
And Fairfield County has the third, where we're located, has the third highest concentration of Fortune 500 companies in the United States.
Wow.
So we work with over 700 different companies in the New York City area. This has allowed us to become very successful in placing students successfully for those who seek it.
This is the key to that high rate of placement, I guess, being close to New York and in your county having all that many, companies.
Well, I think one reason for a student to be successful, he not only needs a good academic preparation, he needs a degree which is marketable. He needs a degree which is attractive to the potential employer. So what we do, particularly in our School of Engineering and in our School of Business, we have advisory boards from industry leaders that tell us what kind of potential employee they're looking for. So what kind of curriculum do they need to prepare them, and what kind of project work is important to give them practical experience in the academic environment. Usually something that is interdisciplinary in the field of engineering is more real world and prepares them so that when they go into the job place, the employer doesn't have to give them that extra training. So what we found over many years of doing this is that now our advisors tell us what we need. We try to adjust our curriculum to their desires.
I see.
And they're coming to us looking for our students. Our Dean of the School of Engineering will often say in a half-joking manner, and she's serious, is that his problem is not getting his students an internship or a placement. His problem is keeping them in the program so that they graduate and finish their degree before becoming employed. Well, another field that is important to us is the field of international affairs. In fact, 2 of my most favorite Turkish students that we've had on campus have been enrolled in our master's program in global development and peace. The University of Bridgeport is one of only 25 universities in America that has received special consultative NGO status from the United Nations. Our proximity to New York City facilitates the ability for our students to visit the UN, to meet UN officials, even to obtain internships in the UN.
Wow.
Currently we have 2 current students in the master's program who are interning at the UN, and we have 2 alumni who are permanent employees in the UN. If you look at the places where they're going to work, they're working in the UN, they're working in UNESCO and UNICEF and the World Bank and International Red Cross, international NGOs around the world. So someone who's looking to do either public service, work in the diplomatic corps, work in the Ministry of Foreign Relations, the Ministry of Finance, or who wants to do some kind of international service work, that program is a great program for them to focus on. In fact, one of our best Turkish students was a Fulbright recipient of the Fulbright Scholarship who enrolled in this program, and her story is very interesting. She did a lot of work to get to the United States and be at the university, extremely successful.
You provided great information for us. Thank you very much for joining our show.
My pleasure.
Evet sevgili izleyiciler, çok güzel ve değerli bilgiler verdi Steve bize, sağ olsun. Bundan sonra da yayınımıza devam edeceğiz. Şimdilik hoşça kalın.